that's incredibly important. Good, Steve.
Real quick, though, this whistleblower report alleging that the U.S. military's been retrieving craft of non-human origin for at least several decades. Are we alone? And if we were not, would you even tell us?
I would refer that question to the Department of Defense and let them answer that question for you. Go ahead.
Ooh, White House press secretary getting a little bit maybe nervous. Does she know something we don't? That was a Fox News reporter actually asking, look, kind of an honest question and something I think we're all thinking about. Are we alone? I like that she immediately was like, I know you wouldn't tell me, but no, girl, stick the landing. Are we alone? Answer me. I'm not letting you weasel out of this. But what she's referencing is, in fact, a whistleblower who alleges that there are aircraft intact and partially intact from unidentified flying objects. And so, according to The Guardian, the United States has now been urged to disclose evidence of UFOs after a whistleblower, former intelligence official, said the government has possessions of this intact and partially intact alien vehicles. Particularly, if you guys remember this footage from some years ago, this is the UFO aircraft in question. Here's a shot of it. I believe this was that. They all kind of look the same, Ray, but this is the one where it's like spinning in a very weird way. And a bunch of sort of like naval pilots are like, yo, what is that? And they're all kind of like gut reacting to it. And then we sort of forget and we kind of move on with our days, but not this official. He wants us to know that the truth is out there. Former intelligence official David Grusch is his name, who led an analysis of unexplained anomalous phenomena, or now UAP, I guess, which is the proper nomenclature, within a US Department of Defense agency, has alleged that the US has craft of non-human origin. Information on these vehicles is being illegally withheld from Congress, Grusch told the debrief. Grusch said when he turned over classified information about the vehicles to Congress that he suffered retaliation from government officials. He left the government in April after a 14-year career in US intelligence. Jonathan Gray, a current US intelligence official at the National Air and Space Intelligence Center, confirmed the existence of, quote, exotic materials to the debrief, adding, quote, we are not alone. Y'all, that's two people. That's two people, 14 years in the intelligence community. Ray, is this just the deep state trying to distract us from the fact that the election was stolen from Donald Trump?
I think that that's a good thesis or theory of what might be going on. No, and I gotta say this off the top because I'm gonna disappoint some people right now. I am so uninterested in whether or not we've made contact with aliens, and I'll explain why.
Please tell me why.
People get really angry when I say that. Firstly, I think, and I'm all for government transparency. I think there's an argument to be made as to why the government wouldn't reveal this information to us because, everyone's aware of the civilizations in the Amazon or in other places around the world that have had no contact with the outside world. And once that contact is made, those civilizations rapidly decline until they are eliminated. Just because gaining that information to the outside world is so difficult to comprehend. Which is, I don't know, how I think that we might react if an alien showed up one day, or if the government was like, here's our alien friend we've been hiding in Area 51 for years. He's real, look at him. I don't know, I think my worldview would fall apart.
But counterpoint, Ray, I mean, didn't we do a really good job when like an unprecedented pandemic just struck the entire world? I mean, didn't it all just bring us together and like in peace and harmony, and everyone put down their weapons and their animosity and we all joined hands?
We all went outside at 6 p.m. and we clapped for the first nurses.
It's like, I mean, even that warms my very cold heart, but yes, if only. Yeah, Medicare for all. No, so you're basically gaming this out as like, look, real or not, this is gonna just mean the demise of our civilization, sort of psychologically. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I think that it takes a lot of hubris to think that we're the only intelligent life in the entire universe. And obviously the odds that we aren't far outweigh the odds that we are. So I'm sure aliens exist. Whether or not we've made contact, I don't know. And I just don't want to know. I feel like it wouldn't necessarily change my, knowing might not change my worldview very much, but I could see it having, a destructive force on society as a whole, because it's like, what do I do with that information? I don't know.
I think that's an important thing. I think, look, for me, what's annoying about this is, first of all, I believe that a 14-year veteran inside the intelligence community is not lying about that aircraft. I don't think that person wants to go out like just sort of, I mean, unless, hey, look, maybe he's starting a podcast, who knows? Maybe he's trying to get that, that UFO grift on. But other than that, like I'm assuming this person is actually telling the truth. And it's gonna be a Republican who reveals this stuff eventually. And I hate that. And I hate that because UFOs are nonpartisan and people who are interested and fascinated by them and whether there has been contact, it's a nonpartisan issue. I do think we should know. I don't think we should know everything, but I think it could be like, look, what is the ongoing research? What's the stage? How did you find this? I think that's fascinating. And I do think sort of a la Epstein, it has the ability to bring people together, and it's like, hey, QAnon psycho, put down the Kool-Aid and the jungle juice that you're drinking, waiting for JFK Jr. to come back, and let's talk about maybe some real stuff. It's got the pizzazz that conspiracy theorists like, but it could be real. So anyway, who knows? But we will see. I remember Hillary Clinton at one point when she was certain that she would win, intimated that she might be revealing UFO files. So guys, it was her turn. It was her turn. I know everyone here maybe held their nose and knew it was her turn, but for those who didn't, that's why you gotta vote for the neo-lib. No.